Clare Daly, the Irish darling of the Ayatollahs in the European Parliament, has lost her seat. So who is Clare Daly? The controversial Dublin MEP Clare Daly lost her seat despite the celebrity backing for her. She was backed by the likes of singer Annie Lennox and the American actress Suzanne Sarandon, who urged their fans to vote for Daly. But apart from the celebrity backing, Clare Daly was also the darling of the Ayatollahs in Iran. Along with her close associate Mick Wallace, she visited the headquarters of Iran's proxy Shia militia group in Iraq in 2021 wearing a hijab, which made her look very much like Brian's mum in The Life of Brian. The Iranian Shia militia proxy group, which she visited in Iraq, known as Hashd al-Shabi or Popular Militia, is described by the Pentagon as an umbrella organization for Iranian-backed militant groups. It is made up of between 50 and 70 separate militia groups armed, financed and trained by the Ayatollah regime in Iran. The group's supporters in London, in Wembley, attacked the Iranian dissidents the other day as well, which I made a video about. Clare Daly said the reason for her visit was to understand the people of Iraq, which I think is just bullshit, and I'll tell you why it is bullshit. Did she also visit the victims of this militant group? Did she also visit the relatives of the hundreds of British servicemen who were killed, or the servicemen who were injured by this militant group? Or did she visit the ordinary British citizens who were kidnapped by this group, like the computer programmer Peter Moore, who was kidnapped by them and held hostage for more than 2 years? I'm all for talking and understanding different views, but if that is really your intention, then you must talk to all sides and not become a propaganda tool for just one side. In her case, a propaganda tool for a backward, tyrannical regime which suppresses women and other religious minorities. Yesterday, it was confirmed Daly was amongst those leftists who have been going to bed with the Islamofascists and have lost their seats in the Euro elections 2024. We wait to see what happens to Mike Wallace. And what else should we know about Clare Daly? Clare Daly was a member of the Labour Party in the 1980s, but was later expelled for being a Trotskyite infiltrator. After her expulsion, she was a founding member of the militant Labour, which was later renamed to the Socialist Party. But she left that party too after she refused to condemn her close associate Mike Wallace for tax evasion. And we're talking about a whopping tax evasion of 1.4 million euros. And then she set up another political group, the United Left. Her views and her party have been promoted by authoritarian states like Iran, Syria, China and Russia, the usual bunch. In the time she was a member of the European Parliament, Daly had appointed her former husband, Michael Murphy, as a European parliamentary assistant. Now, the rules in the European Parliament clearly prohibit the employment of spouses or stable non-marital partners. And in September 2020, a former parliamentary assistant of Daly, who had worked for her for over 7 years and was her election agent in the 2016 general election, accused her of mistreatment and bullying and of having no respect for workers' rights. Well, that's a typical Marxist socialist. No respect for workers' rights and no respect for women's rights either, wearing a hijab when it suits them.